Good day, everyone. I am Verna Christine C. Perez, a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics. I am currently working as a records assistant at the National Irrigation Administration, Region 7, while pursuing my Master's of Arts in Teaching Mathematics at the University of Bohol Graduate School in the Philippines. Today, I am truly honored and grateful to share with you my research study, which reflects not only academic efforts, but also passion, perseverance, and a commitment to improve mathematics education for our students. Thank you for being here, and I hope this presentation will provide valuable insights and inspiration to everyone. This study was conducted at Payao National High School, located in Payao, Duero, Bohol, Philippines. The school is situated in a rural area with limited internet connectivity. Because of this challenge, the study implemented an offline gamification strategy that can still improve student engagement in mathematics performance without relying on technology or internet access. Mathematics plays an important role in developing learners' critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. However, many students continue to experience difficulty understanding mathematical concepts and often demonstrate low motivation and passive classroom participation. Because of these challenges, there is a growing need for more interactive and learner-centered instructional strategy in mathematics. The international assessments such as PISA 2022 revealed that Filipino students continue to perform below the OECD average in mathematics. This highlights the need for innovative teaching approaches that can improve engagement and learning outcomes. One promising strategy is gamification, which incorporates points, rewards, and challenges and feedback into classroom instruction. Therefore, this study aims to determine the pre-test and post-test results of the control and experimental groups. Number 2, to determine the fourth quarter academic performance level of respondents. And number 3 is to determine whether there is a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test results of the control and experimental groups across 3 trials. This study was anchored on 4 major learning theories that explains how the points and rewards gamification strategy contributes to student learning motivation, engagement, and classroom behavior. First is the constructivist theory developed by Jean Piaget in 1936. This theory explains that learners actively construct knowledge through interaction, experience, and reflection. So in this study, constructivist principles were observed through collaborative group activities where students solved mathematical problems, explain their reasoning, and evaluate the solution of their peers. This encouraged active learning and deeper understanding of mathematical concepts. So number 2 is behaviorist theory, introduced by B.F. Skinner in 1953. This theory explains that learning occurs through reinforcement, where desired behaviors are strengthened through reward. In this study, students received points, rewards, badges, and immediate feedback for correct answers, participation, and task completion. This reinforcement motivates students to improve their mathematical performance and classroom participation. Third is the self-determined theory proposed by DC and Ryan in 1985. This theory emphasizes that motivation is influenced by competence, autonomy, and relatedness. In this study, students developed confidence through immediate feedback and progress monitoring, while collaborative activity encouraged interaction and participation among peers. These behaviors reflected increased motivation and engagement in learning mathematics. Lastly, the study anchored on flow theory introduced by Csikszentmihalyi in 1975. This theory describes a state of deep concentration and immersion during challenging but enjoyable activities. So in this present study, flow was observed during gamification or gamified activities such as race quiz challenge, where students demonstrate sustained attention, persistent enthusiasm, and active participation throughout the learning process. So collectively, this theory supports the usefulness of the points and rewards gamification strategy in improving students' engagement, motivation, participation, and mathematics performance. This slide presents the conceptual framework of the study. The independent variable consists of instructional approaches used in the study. The experimental group was exposed to the points and rewards gamification strategy, while the control group received the conventional teacher-centered approach. The dependent variables include the student's pre-test and post-test scores, level of academic performance and classroom participation, task compliance rates. Meanwhile, the moderating variable includes the student's profile in terms of sex and household monthly income. The framework illustrates the relationship among the variables examined in this study. This study utilized the quantitative quasi-experimental research designed using a pre-test, post-test approach. This study involves 59 grade 7 students who were divided into control and experimental groups. The control group received conventional instruction, while the experimental group received gamification instruction using points and rewards. To ensure comparable ability levels between the two groups, an aptitude test was administered prior to the intervention. Based on the result, students were grouped into control and experimental groups. The control group was exposed to the conventional teacher-centered approach, while the experimental group received instruction using the points and rewards gamification strategy. The intervention was implemented through 3 mathematics modules, namely number and algebra, data and probability, and scientific notation. Data were gathered using validated pre-test, post-test, and fourth quarter academic grades. Before selecting the appropriate statistical treatment, normality tests were first conducted using the Shafarov-Wilk test and Kolmogorov-Smirnov test. The result revealed that some of the computed p-values were below 0.05 level of significance, indicating that the data were not normally distributed. Because of the non-normal distribution of data, the study utilized non-parametric statistical tools, which are more appropriate for analyzing non-normal data sets. The Wilcoxon-signed rank test was used to determine the significant difference between the pre-test and post-test scores. The Fredman test was utilized to determine the variance among the 3 post-test trials. So Spearman's rule was used to determine the relationship between students' profile variables and academic performance. Lastly, the chi-square test and dependence was used to determine the relationship between categorical variables such as sex and level of academic performance. These statistical procedures ensure a more accurate and reliable interpretation of the findings of this study. Before the implementation of the intervention, a pretest was administered to assess the students' prior knowledge and determine the comparability of control and experimental groups. The findings revealed that the majority of students in both groups were classified under the did not meet expectations level across 3 instructional modules. For Module 1, both groups demonstrated limited understanding of the mathematical concepts prior to instruction. The result indicated that students had low mastery of the lessons covered in the module, suggesting insufficient prior knowledge and limited exposure to meaningful mathematical activities. Similarly, the pretest result for Module 2 showed that most students in both groups remained under did not meet expectations category. This finding suggested that learners also had minimal understanding of the concepts presented in the second module before the implementation of the instructional strategies. The same pattern was observed in Module 3, where the majority of students from both groups still demonstrated low performance level. These consistent trends across the 3 modules indicated that students initially possessed limited mastery of the mathematical concepts including the study. This finding supports the literature stating that students often experience difficulties in mathematics when instruction is passive and does not actively engage learners. According to Yan and Dibnat, 2024, low motivation and fear of mathematics contribute significantly to poor student performance. Similarly, Joe Bowler, 2021, emphasized that students tend to perceive mathematics as difficult when they are exposed to non-engaging learning environment, while Dishiv and Dishva 2022 associated low mathematics performance with insufficient motivation and low limited active participation. Overall, the average pretest results of both the control and experimental groups showed that 2 groups were comparable before the intervention. This established the homogeneity of the groups and ensured fairness in comparing the effectiveness and the instructional approaches used in this study. The post-test was administered after the implementation of the instructional strategies to determine the students' learning performance across 3 instructional modules. The post-test result revealed a significant improvement in students' performance, particularly among learners exposed to points and rewards gamification strategy. For Module 1, the findings showed that a large portion of student and experimental group achieved an outstanding level of performance. In contrast, only a small percentage of students in conventional group reached the same level. So this finding suggested that the gamified instructional approach effectively enhanced students' understanding of mathematical concepts and encouraged active participation during classroom activities. So this result supported by the study of Saylor and Mariana et al., which emphasized that gamified learning environment improved student engagement and academic performance through rewards, feedbacks, and recognition. The findings also aligned with behaviorist theory, which explains that reinforcement strengthens desirable learning behaviors and contributes to improved academic achievement. The results suggested that points and rewards gamified strategy sustained student engagement and improved in their understanding of the concept presented in Module 2. And the same pattern was observed in Module 3, where students in experimental group consistently achieved higher performance level than students in conventional group. A high percentage of learners exposed to gamification obtain outstanding rating, while conventional group demonstrate relatively lower performance despite showing some progress. So the consistently high performance of experimental group across 3 modules suggested that gamification not only improved immediate learning outcomes, but also promoted sustained engagement and mastery of mathematics concepts. So furthermore, the findings addressed concern raised by Toda and colleagues who stated that poorly designed gamification may lead to superficial learning in the present study. So the sustained improvement observed across all modules indicate that points and rewards gamification strategy was properly designed and aligned with the learning objectives, thereby promoting meaningful learning experiences rather than simple competition alone. So the post-test findings demonstrated that the experimental group consistently outperformed the control group, confirming the useful of points and rewards gamification strategy in improving students' mathematics performance. The findings revealed that sex and monthly household income had no significant relationship with the student's academic performance and post-test average in both the control and experimental groups. This means that the points and rewards gamification strategy was beneficial regardless of the learner's demographic background. The result suggests that the improvement in students' performance was more associated with the instructional approach rather than their sex or economic status. This indicates that gamification can be effectively applied to diverse groups of learners in mathematics classrooms. Furthermore, the findings supports behaviorist theory, which explains that reinforcement through rewards, feedbacks, and recognition can motivate learners, encourage participation, and improve academic performance. To determine whether there was a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test result of the control and experimental groups across 3 trials, the data were analyzed using appropriate statistical tools prior to hypothesis testing. So test of normality using the Kolmogorov, Smirnov, and Shapiroval test were conducted to determine whether the data followed a normal distribution. So the result revealed that most of the p-values were less than 0.05 level of significance, so indicating that data were not normally distributed. Because of the assumption the normality was not satisfied, the Wilcoxon signed rank test, a non-parametric statistical test, was utilized to determine whether significant differences existed between pre-test and post-test scores. The findings revealed a statistical significant difference between the pre-test and post-test result of the conventional group across 3 trials. So this indicates that students demonstrated improvement in their mathematics performance after exposure to instructional intervention. Consequently, the null hypothesis was rejected. The result further showed that most students obtain higher post-test scores compared to their pre-test scores, suggesting that conventional teaching approach contribute some degree of academic improvements. However, despite the observed increase in scores, the overall academic performance of many students remained relatively low, with several learners still classified under did not meet expectation category based on the post-test results. These findings implied that while conventional teaching methods were able to support improvement in students' performance, the extent of learning gained was still limited. The result also emphasized the importance of using appropriate statistical method when analyzing a non-normally distributed data to ensure the accuracy and validity of the study's conclusion. So in relation to the conceptual framework of the study, the findings supported the relationship between the instructional strategy employed and students' mathematics performance. Although the data did not meet the assumptions required for parametric testing, the use of suitable non-parametric statistical tools strengthened the reliability and credibility of the results. From the practical perspective, the findings highlighted the need for instructional approaches that not only improve scores but also help learners achieve higher levels of academic performance in mathematics. Now let's come to the experimental group. So the data gathered from the experimental group were subjected first to tests of normality using the Kolmogorov-Smirnov and Shaparov-Wilk test to determine whether the data followed a normal distribution. So the result revealed that several p-values were less than 0.05 level of significance, indicating that the data were not normally distributed, since the assumption of normality revealed or required for parametric test was not met, and non-parametric statistical tools were utilized in analyzing the data. So to determine whether there was a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test result, the experimental group across 3 trials, the Wilcoxon signed rank test was employed. So the findings revealed a statistically significant difference between the pre-test and post-test scores, indicating that students' mathematics performance improved after exposure of the points and rewards gamification strategy. Consequently, the null hypothesis was rejected. In experimental group, the result further revealed that all learners obtained higher post-test scores compared to their pre-test scores across 3 trials. There were no negative ranks or ties, indicating that all students consistently demonstrated improvement following the intervention. This consistent increase suggested that the gamified instructional strategy effectively enhanced students' engagement and understanding of mathematics concepts, leading to better academic performance. So the result implied the points and rewards gamification strategy provides a more engaging, motivating learning environment that encourages active participation and sustained improvement among learners. So in relation to the conceptual framework of the study, the findings confirm that relationship between the instructional strategy employed and students' mathematics performance. So the use of appropriate non-parametric statistical method strengthened the validity and reliability of the result despite the non-normal distribution of the data. So from the practical perspective, the findings highlighted the importance of selecting suitable statistical tools and demonstrated that the use of gamified instructional strategies contribute to meaningful gains in students' mathematical performance. Based on the findings of the study, it was concluded that the points and rewards gamification strategy significantly improved students' mathematics performance. The experimental group consistently outperformed the control group across 3 instructional modules, indicating the usefulness of gamification mathematics instruction. The strategy also increased students' motivation, participation, and classroom engagement, which contributed to improved learning outcomes. Furthermore, the consistent learning gains observed across the module suggest that gamification promoted active and meaningful learning experiences among students. So overall, the findings support the use of learning-centered and interactive instructional approaches in improving students' mathematics achievement. Based on the findings of the study, several recommendations are proposed. First, mathematics teacher may integrate gamification strategies into classroom instruction to improve students' engagement, participation, and academic performance. Second, schools and educators may develop more gamified instructional modules aligned with the Matatag curriculum to support learning-centered teaching practices. Third, teacher training and professional development programs related to gamified instructional approaches may also be conducted to enhance teachers' ability to implement engaging learning activities. Furthermore, learner-centered and interactive classroom practices may be promoted to encourage active participation and meaningful learning experiences among students. Lastly, future researchers may conduct related studies involving large samples, longer implementation periods, and other subject areas for further validated and effectiveness of gamification in education. The findings of this study contribute to the promotion of learner-centered and innovative instructional practices in mathematics education. Specifically, the study supports the implementation of the Matatag curriculum by encouraging interactive and engaging teaching approaches that improve students' participation and academic performance. The points and rewards gamification strategy may serve as a basis for the development of gamified instructional modules and classroom activities in mathematics. The findings may also encourage mathematics teachers and schools to adopt gamified learning strategies as part of their instructional practices to enhance student motivation, engagement, and learning outcomes. The result of the study may also contribute to future research publication, conference presentation, and educational discussion related to gamification in mathematics education. So overall, the study highlights the potential of gamification as an effective instructional approach that supports meaningful and engaging learning experiences among students. Success is not achieved alone. Behind every achievement are people who guide us, support us, believe in us, and help us continue even during the difficult times. This study is not only a reflection of knowledge and hard work, but also of perseverance, faith, and encouragement of the people who become part of this journey. Presenting this study in the 7th International Virtual Conference on Interdisciplinary Research in Higher Education 2026 is both an honor and reminder that every challenge can become a stepping stone toward growth and success. May this research contribute meaningful insight in the field of mathematics education and inspire continuous innovation in teaching and learning. Thank you for your time, guidance, and valuable insight.